Welcome to the 1988 Daytona 500. Going into the race, two-time winner Bobby Allison was the heavy favorite, but his 26-year-old son Davey figured to give him some stiff competition. In 1987, the elder Allison crashed at Talladega, prompting NASCAR officials in 1988 to institute the use of carburetor restrictor plates at Talladega and Daytona. The plates restrict the flow of air and gas to the engine, thereby reducing a driver's speed. An early indication of the effectiveness of the plates was Ken Schrader's pole-winning speed of 193.823 miles per hour, the slowest qualifying speed since 1978. The king of NASCAR, Richard Petty, who had already won a staggering 200 races, including 7 Daytona 500s, crashed in the qualifier and was forced to start in the 34th position.
In there behind Phil Barkdahl's car, 42 competitors, 42 cars, straining now, coming down at about 55, 60 miles an hour, and the green is unfurled. We're underway.
A nice start.
Coming up to speed for turn one. It'll be the back straightaway before they get them all the way wound up, and Schrader jumps out in front.
But Davey Allison is able to stay with him right on the outside. Of course, he's getting help from Darrell Waltrip back there. When you can get two cars running together, their draft is very effective.
Right there in turn two is where Allison touched the wall yesterday.
But here comes Allison's first high-speed corner. With the carburetor plates, the cars really don't get up to speed till about three-quarters of a lap have gone by.
Allison to the inside. Bobby Allison scooting down low on the racetrack by one, by two. Here's Allison going for first place to lead the first lap, the two-time champion, out of turn number 4. Allison pressing hard, and it will be at the line. The Allisons, father and son, leading the first lap of the Daytona cars.
Working pretty good.
I would say so. He's right back up where he started, but there is a rubbing fender on the right front tire, the damaged side of Davey Allison's car. Ken?
After 14 laps, David, the standings look like this. As we watch Davey Allison press on the inside and pull up beside his father. Allison against Allison, father against son, and the son goes out in front. And here comes Waltrip back in again. Hold the phone, don't want to go anywhere. This is just too good to miss. Here's Darrell Waltrip down on the inside, challenging. He's coming up, he's going for the lead. Remarkable, Chris.
It's amazing that Waltrip's car works so well down low on the track and has the poke to come out of the corners.
And I think as the day goes on, that will be more to his advantage as the track gets a little bit
today. Those that can get in and get out quickly are going to be the ones up in front because it's better than 200 feet. We've got a crash in turn 4 again. A car spinning, slithering, slamming into the wall. And it looks like Cale Yarborough's car. Indeed, Cale Yarborough's machine has socked the wall. It spun a couple of times, then nailed it. And it's going to bring out the third caution of the car, number 29, the 4-time winner of this classic.
The back end just goes out from under him, whether he has a tire going down, Ken, or the air caused the car to just loop around.
And remember that same kind of thing happened to him the other day down here in turns 1 and 2.
You know, this is the third time for Yarborough. A few years ago, he was the one who climbed up on the air and turned over for no apparent reason. He's really had difficult luck here at Daytona in recent seasons.
Bad trouble, bad trouble.
Okay, a terrible crash. Richard Petty's car has turned over 7 or 8 times coming off turn 4 and was just struck by another car. It's one of the most violent accidents we've ever seen at the Daytona International Speedway here as leader Darrell Waltrip squeezes through. Petty's car nosed into the wall and then went sideways and barreled end over end and then side over side time after time. A terrible accident involving the man who has won this race 7 times over the years.
Out of turn 4.
Richard Petty was running in a pack of cars, and the back end starts to go around, and it looks like he might have been tagged by the car number 73 of Phil Barkdahl, and you can see Petty's car just framming and turning over up against the wall, and other cars coming in. There's Barkdahl hitting him as he came by, and the Eddie Beerswall car hitting one of the tires that came off the car.
From another angle. That looks like the crash at Darlington years ago, Ned.
Fortunately, it was staying on the nose of the car for so long, Ken, so it didn't look like it was really taking hard bounces down onto the pavement.
And it dispels some of the energy. You must remind the viewers that these cars are built to take these kind of crashes. And there's Phil Barkdahl hitting this cement wall right in front of us. Chromoly frames that serve as a roll cage up under the roof to keep the car from crushing down on the driver.
Well, there you see the remains of car number 43, Richard Petty's
Daytona 500.
When Waltrip came to the pits, he had a 36-second lead on Bobby Allison right here.
Crash in the corner. It is Harry Gant's car that is wrecked just after Waltrip made that pit stop in turn 2. An 11-second pit stop by Darrell Waltrip. Harry Gant, it sure looks like he cut a tire down or got hit by someone. Never see him lose. He's still firing it up and trying to get it out of there. Harry Gant, number 33, crashing on lap 176 of 200 in the Daytona 500.
Now we might see the leading drivers come back in the pits and get tires, and as Bobby Allison likes to put it, rebuild the car for the drive to the checker.
More than a quarter of the starters, more than 25% of the starters have led this race, 12 and 42.
Here they are on the break, coming to the line. On the break, Phil Parsons steady into turn 1. Davey Allison there. Waltrip in third. I would think Waltrip's confidence level is very, very high.
Goes right down to the bottom of the track.
They put on their best set of tires, filled him up with gasoline, and here comes Bobby Allison, 2 of the fastest cars we've seen during speed weeks here. Allison going to make a move for it.
The winner of the 125-mile qualifier. Allison and Waltrip go for it.
That's going to be a psychological blow to Waltrip.
We'll see. Here he is on the outside trying to take some room back. Davey Allison gets into it. 3 cars for the Lewell.
Davey Allison as he's helping down.
Yeah, he's moving up behind. Yeah, when he moves up there, that helps Darrell a little bit, but maybe Davey's car won't work down low, but Bobby's doing okay on his own.
Davey Allison goes out in front, still even. And there's the view from Davey Allison of this battle for the Daytona 500.
Now he's down giving Dad a boost.
And Dad takes advantage of it. Gets out in front by about 4 feet. Waltrip comes back. But no, these 2 cars in the bottom of the track look like they're going to go home.
Well, Davey's the key right here as to who's going to lead this race. As to who he gets behind.
By staying behind his father, he pulls up. He goes to second. Dad goes out in front. Waltrip falls. What must be going through his mind right now?
Here's the white silk from Harold Kinder.
Last lap. Parsons lies third. Texas Terry Labonte is in fourth. Neil Bonnet, the third member of that Alabama gang, back in fifth. And those 2 leaders draw away a bit. Davey Allison coming after his father. Looks down inside as they take it high in turn number 2. Back straight away, final time to decide it all here this afternoon.
Now, Davey, what are you going to do?
He's got less than half a lap to do it.
And they have enough lead. I believe this is going to be a battle between the father and son. I don't think anybody else can try it, but here he comes. He's going to do it.
To the bottom. He's down low. Bobby Allison high. Davey Allison trying the inside move. Bobby Allison holds him off. They come to the stripe, and the winner of the 30th annual Great American Race, Bobby Allison. Davey Allison, his son, in second. Judy Allison ecstatic. What a tremendous family performance.
Look at him, Bobby waving to Davey.
Did you hear Davey saying, I made a try for him at turn 4, but he was too strong?
Well, those fans that David Hobbs interviewed at the first of the race said, I think it'll be the Alabama game. Here they are.